You're watching a checkpost. It's named as Vairengte Checkpost on the borders of our two beautiful states of Northeast. That's Assam and Mizoram. Well, why is this checkpost here in our discussion? It's because of this one single news that is known as MZP, which is a kind of an apex student body in our state of Mizoram, which has urged its government to tighten the security along the Assam border, where the Vairengte checkpost is used to just provide allotments or initiation of the ILP, that is the inner line permit. So we know we have got some states like Manipur, Mizoram, Arunachal Pradesh, and Nagaland. If you are a non-resident of this state and you want to enter the state or stay in that state, you need a permit that we call it as inner line permit. So this is a particular place, that is the Vairengte checkpost. Guys, please remember, this is also a place in news kind of a thing. That is Vairengte checkpost, exactly where it is on the borders of Assam and Mizoram. So this is a particular place where you can get yourself an ILP in order to enter the state of Mizoram. So guys, remember, this is what the topic for today. We will just be addressing the news and then carving out the UPSC angle from the same news as well. And here you're watching your favorite channel, that is StudyIQIASenglish, and I'm your educator Praveen Mishra. So here we go with the whole scenario, with the whole news. So the Mizo Zirlai Pawl, that is the MZP, the apex student body of Mizoram, has urged the government once again to tighten the security on the Vairengte checkpost. What is the trigger event, as you can see? So it is with regard to the number of ILPs that are being issued. Generally, if we go ahead, the Vairengte checkpost issues nearly 140 ILPs per day. But as per the reports, MZP has always claimed this report as well. Not always, sorry. MZP has also claimed this report, and some other organizations, including the media channels, have also claimed this report, that in August 2025, just in August 2025, that is the going month, which is, right now we are just into the 21st day of August 2025. So far, 2,573 permits, 2573 permits have already been issued, as in simply 544 permits in one single day. 544 permits per day. If you can see the surge, 140 permits per day. Literally 4x surge is visible right now. So now the fear. What is the fear? The possible illegal immigrants from Bangladesh to the unchecked influx areas of Assam. They might be just entering the state of Mizoram, and because of which locals might get trouble. It's not just about the state of Mizoram, it's also about the state of Assam, West Bengal, wherever we are watching this illegal immigration from the state of not so great friendlyhood that is known as Bangladesh. Right? So the data spike here, as you can see, generally 140 ILPs per day. But in August 2025, that is right now, 21st of August today we are in just 21 days, 2,573 ILPs have been issued. And simply speaking, with the mathematics, 544 ILPs on an average every day. And this is where the apex body, the apex student body of Mizoram, that is MZP, simply speaking, the Mizo Zirlai Pawl, is now concerned. Now let's talk about the very next scenarios, the constitutional and legal context of the ILP. So its origin came in the year 1873 with the name Bengal Frontier or Eastern Frontier Regulations. So as you can see, okay, origin Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation. What is the purpose? The only purpose that is still being served, to protect the indigenous tribal populations of certain northeastern states. Once again, the names, okay, Nagaland, Mizoram, Manipur, as well as our states of Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so any non-native, okay, if you are not the native or the resident of these states, once again, beautiful states, always, enriched with some wonderful tribes and customs and traditions. Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Mizoram, and Manipur. So if you are not the resident of these four states, but you want to enter the state, for any kind of a work, or let's say to just, visit the place, you need a permit that is known as ILP, inner line permit. Okay. Now, Mizoram has got this one particular special circumstances through Article 371 371 capital G. Okay, which was added in our constitution through the 53rd Constitutional Amendment Act. Okay, So Article 371 capital G, when we had signed the Mizo Accord, so with the very same accord, we had the amendment in our constitution and we inserted Article 371 capital G, okay, through which amendment, once again, 53rd Constitutional Amendment Act, that provides a special protection to Mizo customary law, religious as well as social practices, along with the ownership of land and resources. And the demand for a stricter ILP enforcement is seen as part of the protection of these constitutional safeguards itself, right? So obviously the demand of the people from Mizoram, it's not wrong, it's absolutely correct. And to be honest, the influx or the surge of the ILPs, or basically the number of people going ahead inside the Mizoram, is not just the problem the state of Mizoram is having. It's also our state of Assam is facing. And remember, it's neither the Assamese people to be blamed, neither the Mizo people to be blamed. It's nowhere their fault. It's the fault where we are experiencing in our border areas because of the actual illegal immigration from this state known as Bangladesh, right? Now, the concerns and the perspectives. As we talk about the MZP's concern, so they are having the actual the concrete thing to be spoken here, or the real genuine concerns to be discussed here. So first is the demographic change. So as you can see, the influx could alter Mizoram's fragile tribal demography. No doubt in that. Further, there is also too much of security risk, possibility of Bangladeshi immigrants entering, and obviously the ILP delusion. So rising demand for permits may undermine the protective regime under Article 371 capital G. Right? So this is where MZP's concern is. And apart from that, the most important thing that we need to discuss, the root cause of conflict or border conflict between our two wonderful, beautiful states, once again with some flourished tribes, with some customs and culture, which is, very much eye-catchy in nature, right? So we have got to discuss the root cause between the border conflict. Okay, or root cause of the border conflict between these two states. So here we go, the colonial legacy of the British. What has happened? So the boundary that was created by British. So it was the year 1875 when for the first time the Lushai Hills, that is presently in Mizoram, was separated from the Kashar Plains of Assam. Later on, in 1933, they demarcated another boundary between the same, once again, the Lushai Hills as well as the Kashar Plains of Assam. Well, the erstwhile one, 1875 one, it was better for the state of Mizoram. But the later one, that is for 1933 one, it is, providing upper hand to the state of Assam. So, what is happening right now? Post-independence, which borderline which we have accepted? Okay, it is the borderline created in the in the year 1933. As of now, we as a nation, okay, we have accepted the borderline created in the year 1933 by the British. Okay, but if we go ahead with the concern of the state and with the comfort of the states, Mizoram feels more comfortable with the boundary of 1875. Whereas Assam feel more comfortable with the boundary of 1933, right? So there is a big conflict at the border areas, specifically at the Vairengte check gate, right? So as you know now very well, 1875, the first boundary between the Lushai Hills and the Kashar Plains, Lushai that is in Mizoram, Kashar that is in Assam, right? It was 1875, which was, more comfortable for the state of Assam. But 1933, okay, it is, 1875 more comfortable for the state of Mizoram. 1933, second boundary, which is more comfortable for the state of Assam. And post-independence, which boundary we have accepted? Not the 1875 one, but the 1933 one. So there existed some conflict, obviously, with regard to the comfort zone of the states. It will exist. Okay, it's not a very big deal. But yes, we have to, be very cognizant. We have to be very much invigorative in solving this issue at the earliest possible time. Because who is being suffered? Okay, who is suffering here? Our tribal people only from these both states, they are suffering. And we need to just, wash away their suffering at the earliest possible time, as they are our people. Okay, Northeast belongs to us. We belong to Northeast. Okay, so we are India, united and integrated India, and the government obviously would be working over this for sure. And in the near future, we should be getting a proper solution. Let's keep hope on the government, on the central as well as the state governments from both the sides. That is Assam and Mizoram. So the ethnic and demographic concerns, what are they? So the border areas is inhabited by the Mizos, Assamese, as well as the Mar tribes, often with overlapping claims. Okay, that is the boundary that is created once upon a time in 1875 and then in 1933. As of now, we are going ahead with the 1933 boundary. Second, Mesosphere being swamped by non-tribal settlers from Assam as well as other parts, threatening their land rights, culture, as well as demography. And then Assamese authorities, they fear illegal encroachment by Mizo into the forest areas belonging to Assam. See, this is the local problem. Okay, this is something not to be, it's not something that is very much, dangerous in nature. It's the problem between two lovely people, two lovely tribes, nothing to worry about like that. But yes, ultimately there exists a problem. Okay, though there is not too much of violence, not too much of clashes. Thankfully, the people are very understanding in nature. But yes, ultimately what we need to do is, though they're having this problem, so we need to solve out. You need to provide a proper platform, proper discussion, delegation, dialogue between the communities so that they can solve their problems. Okay, to be very honest, the problem is not that big that has created some wide scale level of clashes and bloodbath. Yes, there have been some skirmishes in between. Last year we have seen on the very same border areas, okay, how the two police departments, they opened fire on each other. But yes, that was a very rarest of rare incidents. Thankfully, the people, okay, Assamese tribes, the Mizos tribe, as well as the Ma tribes, they are there. They are very peace-loving people with some obviously wonderful cultural tradition, right? So they are doing their best to establish peace and tranquility. But ultimately, we have to understand, we have to admit this, that yes, there are existing some problems. And yes, let's hope for the best that our governments, central government, as well as state governments would be carving out the solution as early as possible. Then next, the resource competition. So many clashes happen in forest areas like the Lalpur as well as the Kashar regions. Assam accuses Mizos of shifting cultivation, that is Jhum cultivation inside Assam's reserve forest. And now from the front part, Mizoram accuses Assam of encroaching into the villages historically under the Mizo chiefs. So these are just the issues, okay, and unfortunately, yes, we must admit it as well. We are not, or let's say we have not been able to carve out the proper solution. But once again, I must quote, let's keep trust, faith and belief at the government level, okay, to the governments at the central level as well as at the state levels as well, from states of Assam as well as Mizoram. Okay guys, so this is it with regard to the topic, and here are a few questions related to the topic. The border disputes, the question number 1. The border disputes between Assam and Mizoram primary arises because. So you have got 3 statements. You have to carve out the correct answer. Okay, so guys, please just pause the video, watch out for the proper questions, proper answers, and then let us know into the comment section. This is the first question, and here we have got the second question. Which of the following articles of the Indian Constitution is most relevant when the Union government intervenes in any interstate border dispute? Like for example, Assam-Mizoram. So is it Article 262, 263, 355 or 356? This is question number 2 for you. And here we have got the final question, question number 3. Assertion and reasoning type. Okay, so you have got one assertion statement and another reasoning statement. So you've got 4 options, A, B, C, and D. So let us know what is the correct one. Okay, everyone. So remember, 3 questions. Just pause the video, take your time, and let us know the correct answer into the comment section. And yes, with regard to the correct answer, you need to increase your knowledge, right? For sure you do. You are a UPSC CSE aspirant, so obviously you know it very well that how a proper guidance, a proper mentorship, good study material will make a huge difference in your success journey. And for this, we have got the resolution GS foundation batches for you. The P2I, that is prelims to mains to interview batches for all of our dear students, whether you are from English medium, Hindi medium, or you're looking forward for the bilingual, that is English medium, no worries. StudyIQ has got you covered in every single dimension. So guys, remember, we have got for you the resolution batch, which will offer you 1000 plus hours of live classes, access to recorded lectures, 18 sets of printed books sent to you at your doorstep. Teacher's personal class notes that he or she is using to teach you will be given to you at the end of the session. Apart from that, the prelims test series, the mains test series, the interview guidance program, everything under one single subscription that is known as resolution. And apart from that, yes, your 1:1 mentorship program is also here in this one single subscription that is known as resolution. So guys, let's talk about the subscription plans. We have got multiple subscription plans starting with gold, platinum and diamond, and the prices, they're starting with just rupees 34,999. But you will get the maximum possible discount only when you have applied this promo code, that is PRV Live. So guys, keep this code copied with you. You can use this code on any subscription that you are taking on our StudyIQ platform. So just apply this promo code, that is in bolds and capitals, PRV Live, and enjoy the maximum possible discount. Okay, everyone. But before you leave, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button of our channel. It's your channel. Hit the subscribe button, and you know it very well, the agenda of the channel to provide you the quality and the quantity of the content. And in case you wish to connect with me, guys, so here is the QR code of my Telegram channel. Okay, that is named as Praveen_StudyIQ. So you can just scan or go on the search bar and search with this name and connect with me on my Telegram channel. All the class links and PDFs, everything I do share here. And in case you wish to connect further, so here is my Instagram account as well, that is named as Praveen_Mishra_2107. Okay, everyone. So please do not forget to hit the subscribe button and never miss an update from the channel. Bye bye. Good day. Take care. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.